A League of Their Own by Lowell Gans and Babalu Mandel. Newsreel footage, early 1940s. Title card, Allies attack Anzio. War footage is shown with an accompanying narration, which is very much in the style of the day.
Casualties are heavy as the Allies storm the beach at Anzio, attacking what Churchill calls Europe's soft underbelly. But boys who've been quickly forced to become men don't find it quite so soft. Every foot of beach is paid for in blood, but such is the price of freedom.
A title card under Happy Music, woman gives birth to 26-pound baby. We pan a maternity ward, a lot of newborns, surrounding a baby 4 times their size.
Yorkshire, England. Mrs. Agnes Muckley gave birth last week to the world's biggest baby. This infant behemoth tipped the scales at 26 pounds, 1 ounce. How's the proud mama? She's doing fine.
A shot of a woman in a hospital bed. Her husband lifts her head and shoulders for the camera. The woman looks destroyed. Title card, Heroes Change Uniforms. With accompanying music, we see the great baseball stars of that era. Williams, Musial, DiMaggio, Greenberg, Feller, taking draft physicals, being induced into service, arriving at basic training, or wearing military forms.
On the home front, baseball pitches in for the war effort. Trading bats for bullets, Yankees star Joe DiMaggio promises to give those Nazis a jolt. Boston's splendid splinter Ted Williams will put his keen batting eye behind a bomb site. Baseball's biggest stars say, "Look out, Mr. Hitler, the Yanks are coming." Not to mention the Cardinals, Red Sox, and Tigers. And they won't come back till it's over there.
Music ends with a flourish. Exterior mansion, an impressive mansion in suburban Chicago. 1940s, 8 middle-aged businessmen are seated around a dining room table. They're finishing a meal. We open on one of the men, Ray Foster. Ray is upset.
They're killing us. They're taking all our best players. We've got nothing left but 4 Fs and old men and teenagers. It's a mockery. It's a joke.
Ray, we're all going through the same thing, are we not?
I say we all go to Washington. See Roosevelt and tell him he can't take any more players. Let him take football players. They're bigger. They'll fight better.
You know, Ray, it occurs to me that if your father hadn't died, right now we'd have an intelligent conversation. We're lucky Mr. Roosevelt is leaving us the 4Fs. If the war news doesn't improve, he may close us down completely. This could be baseball's last season, gentlemen. Then what do we do?
I like the little potatoes. The little ones. Try to grasp what I'm saying. These are good, but they're big, so you get these cold spots. The little potatoes cook through better.
He becomes aware that the others are looking at him.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I interrupt your weeping?
Walter, Ed was making a good point. We have a problem here, and I don't think this is the time to discuss little potatoes.
Oh, I solved your problem. The meat I love.
You have an idea, Walter?
Yes. We get girls.
Well, okay. But then it's back to business.
I'm talking about business. Girls baseball.
What are you drinking?
Girls don't get drafted, Ray. Also, people like looking at girls. Normal people, Ray, not you.
Well, yes, but I mean, girls don't play baseball.
Girls play softball, town leagues, factory leagues.
Softball's not baseball. This is not baseball.
They can switch. This year, while we still have real baseball, we put the girls in some of our minor league towns. Then next year, if the government shuts us down, we move the girls into the big parks and we stay in business till we kick Hitler's flabby ass.
No one will buy it.
They'll buy it because I'll sell it. Why are Harvey bars the #1 candy in America?
The nuts.
Looks at him with contempt.
I miss your father. Because I was the first candy to advertise, to sell, to push. It's not the product, it's the promotion. It's not the nuts, it's the noise. This is Ira Lowenstein. He's the man who came up with the velvety brown chocolate goodness. He's the promotional whiz.
Is he also the one who came up with those chocolate Clark Gables?
A lot of chuckling.
That was me. Show me a man who hasn't failed. I'll show you a man who hasn't tried. That's not the point. He's going to do for girls baseball what he's done for Harvey bars. If you guys don't want to join in, I'll have it all to myself.
Walter, if this guy can get people to eat those shit bars you make, he can sell anything. I'm in.
Exterior baseball diamond, 1940s. It's a rural area in Oregon. The ball field is next to a factory on which is painted the words Luckash Dairy. A girls' softball game is in progress. A sizable, enthusiastic crowd is in attendance. The players have uniforms with team names on them. One team is Luckash Dairy, and the other team is Stevens Lumber. Luckash Dairy is at bat. A girl strikes out, swinging at a shoulder-high pitch. The crowd groans. It's obviously a Luckash crowd. Kit Keller gets up for the kneeling position and takes a step toward plate. Dottie Hinson, her older sister, runs over from the dugout carrying a bat. They're both very excited and nervous about the game.
Kit, look, sis, she's getting everybody out up high. Don't swing at that pitch. You can't hit it.
I can hit it.
You can't. The bat's too heavy. You'll never get around.
I will.
There's a big hole on the right side. Don't look. Only if she pitches you inside, then you have to pull it.
I know.
If it is inside, just open up your stance a little bit, because with that heavy bat.
Why don't you just come up here with me and we can both put our hands on the bat?
Batter up.
Batter up.
Kit goes off toward home plate, nervous.
No high ones.
I like the high ones.
Mule.
Nag.
Kit heads for the plate.
Good luck.
Dottie kneels down on deck, angle on home plate. Kit steps in. She chases a high fastball and misses, swinging late. She looks angry. She sets again for the pitch, same result. She steps out. She looks over at Dottie. Dottie holds her hand up high and shakes her head no. Kit nods, steps back in. The pitcher zips a fastball right down the middle. Kit watches it go by for strike 3. Kit slams her bat down. She returns to the dugout. She and Dottie don't look at each other as they pass. People are booing. Dottie steps up to the plate. Her look is very concentrated, very intense. She begins stretching her neck out as if it's stiff.
You all right?
Yeah, why?
Play ball.
We hear people calling, "Come on, Dottie." First pitch is a high fastball. She checks her swing.
Ball.
Pitcher looks disappointed. Another high fastball. Dottie doesn't budge.
Ball.
Now the pitcher is concerned. The next pitch is down the middle. Dottie uncoils and smashes the ball up the alley in left center. 2 Luckash runners score and a celebration ensues on the field. Dottie, businesslike, walks off the field, accepting congratulations. The fans mingle with the players as they gather up their equipment. Fans good-naturedly josh Kit.
What do you swing at those high ones for, Kit? Good thing your sister bailed you out.
Kit nods. A hayseed type is standing next to a man named Cappy. Cappy is big city. He's writing in a pad.
What you doing, mister?
This is called writing. He'll be around here in a few years. This big girl, this Dottie, she always plays like this?
No, not always. Just when there's a game.
Listen, Orville.
Wayne.
Next time there's a stampede, try to get your head out of the way.
Cappy exits. Exterior farm, late afternoon. Dottie and Kit are out in the field. Kit is pitching to Dottie, who's down in a crouch.
You're turning your head. You're losing the target.
I am not.
You are.
She stops. She watches a service station truck ride up. Dottie gets up and looks too.
Who's that?
Mitch Swaley.
Sweaty Swaley?
Shh.
Mitch Swaley gets out of his truck. He leaves the engine running.
Hi, Kit.
Hi, Mitch.
Dottie.
Mitch.
Did you hear the news? We won the Battle of Midway. They say if we hadn't.
Did they say anything about Europe? Bob's in Europe.
Nope, but it sure is a mess, isn't it? Kit, I thought you might want to see a picture show or something. Hot, isn't it?
Sure.
She starts toward the truck. Dottie and Kit's dad Bill appears. He's wiping his hand in his dress for farm work.
Dottie, if we don't get those eggs boxed up, they're going to miss the train. And
Got 'em, boxed 'em, shipped 'em.
Kit, You gonna milk them cows, or you waiting for them to milk the others?
Dottie, could you?
Sure, I can do it.
Angle on Kit walking, Dottie catches up to her.
I'll give you a hand.
Thanks.
You were really gonna go with him?
Hey, all the good guys are gone. We can't all be lucky enough to have married Private Bob, America's secret weapon. I'm sorry. That last pitch was right down the middle. If I'd have swung at that, I'd have been the hero. But you got me so crazy.
All I said was lay off the high ones.
Good thing your sister bailed you out, Kit. Why don't you get your sister to teach you how to hit? Hey, Kit, how come you're not beautiful like your sister?
What idiot said that?
No one. But they're thinking it.
They are not.
No. You ever hear mom or dad introduce us to people? This is our daughter, Dottie. This is our other daughter, Dottie's sister. They should have just had you and bought a dog.
Mitch Swaley likes you.
Mitch Swaley's one step up from dating a pig.
But an important step. Why are you walking so fast?
Why are you?
'Cause you are.
So you can't even let me walk faster than you?
Sure.
But she doesn't. They walk faster and faster until they're running. They race to the barn.
I don't have time for these games.
Interior barn, minutes later. Each girl's milking her own cow.
How much you got?
More than you.
They both milk furiously.
Hey. Hey.
Pay yourself.
Doesn't that hurt them?
Doesn't seem to.
Well, it would bruise the hell out of me.
Who has more?
Hmm?
Who has more?
She does. Look, I didn't come here to judge the milking contest, okay? Okay? Jeez, it smells in here. I'm hoping it's the barn and not you.
Dottie squirts him in the eye with the udder.
Who are you?
I'm Ernie Capadino. I'm a baseball scout. I saw you play today. Not bad. Not bad. You ever hear of Walter Harvey? Makes Harvey bars?
Yeah, we feed them to the cows when they're constipated.
That's the guy. Anyway, he's starting a girls' baseball league. You want to play?
Huh?
Nice retort. Tryouts are in Chicago. A real league. Professional.
Professional baseball?
They'll pay you $75 a week.
We only make 30 at the dairy.
Well, then this would be more, wouldn't it? You interested?
Come on, $75 a week? Pull her leg for a while. Mine are long enough.
Let me ask you something. Are there enough flies in here? Because we can send away for more. Look, the thing is, Stretch, you can not only play ball, you're kind of the dolly. That's what we're looking for.
Oh, now I get it. Listen, mister, I'm a married woman. My husband's overseas.
Relax. I'm talking looky, no touchy. It's just that we want girls who are easy on the eyes.
I'll go. I'm ready. I'm ready right now. Do I gotta sign something?
I don't want you. I want her. The one who hit the ball. You can climb back under a cow.
She's good. She's very good.
Yeah, I figured she kept missing the ball just to create a breeze.
No, she's a pitcher. She just didn't pitch today because she pitched the day before.
Thanks for that extra special glimpse into her life. I want you. You I saw, you I like. What do you say? There's a train leaving for Chicago tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
What is that?
Huh? Oh, it's just something I do when I get
Well, stop it. Come on. What do you say? Are you in?
No thanks.
Dottie!
No thanks. Hey, no skin off my Ashtabula. You want to stay here plucking cows? That's your business.
You know, you're not nice.
Oh, that one hurt. So long, milkmaids.
Starts out, Kit chases him.
Wait, can't you just watch me pitch? Dottie, get your glove. I'll throw a few.
Nah. I know the goods when I see the goods. She's the goods. Sorry. You're a pitcher, huh?
Yeah?
I'll tell you what. If she comes, I'll take you too. If you stink, it'll only cost us a train ticket. Windows would be a good idea in here, don't you think?
Kit looks desperately at Dottie. There's a silent moment. Exterior farmhouse, early evening. Dottie and Kit are at the pump rinsing out the milk pails.
Look, let's just try it. If I don't make it, then we can both come home. And if I do, then after a while, you can go home and I'll stay. I just need you to go so they'll give me a chance.
You'd really go to Chicago just like that?
Sure, it'd be great.
We can't be professional baseball players.
Why not?
Hey, you remember that girls' semi-pro team from Portland that came out here a few months ago?
Oh, yeah. They all looked like Uncle Ted.
Right. Remember how everybody looked at those girls? You want everyone looking at us like that?
Girls, dinner.
Interior kitchen dusk. Dottie is setting the table. Kit bursts in.
No, wait. He said they don't want girls like that. They want dollies. We're dollies.
Yeah, right. Ava Gardner and Rita Hayworth, that's us.
Come on, we'd have fun. You love to play, so why?
I don't love to play.
Sure you do.
No, the dairy gives us an afternoon off every week with pay, and it takes my mind off Bob not being here. Thought we'd have started a family by now.
She stops. She looks a little sad, a little worried.
You're gonna become just like cousin Sarah.
Knock-kneed.
No, I mean, you're gonna have one baby after another for the rest of your life and you're never gonna go anywhere or do anything.
I know that. I'm not dumb, Kit. I thought of all that when I married him. I love him, and it's what I want.
Okay, but couldn't you have this first? Just so you can say you once did something special, huh? You owe me. You wouldn't have got married if not for me.
How do you figure?
Well, I don't get along with mom and dad, so I think made things miserable around the house, so you had to leave. Dottie, I gotta get out of here. I mean, I'm nothing here.
Exterior train station. A train is in the station being boarded and loaded with luggage. In the distance, we see two little figures with suitcases running. Cappy is seated next to a man in a business suit. As the man talks, Cappy seems very interested in what he's saying.
Your basic broom and dustpan will soon be obsolete. The vacuum system is how America will clean from now on. In the Pacific Northwest, which is my territory, we've increased sales 106% in the last 12-month period. And this with a war on.
Cappy nods.
If I had your job, I'd kill myself. Sit here. I'll see if I can dig up a pistol.
Cappy heads down the aisle. Train lurches forward, causing him to stagger slightly. He continues long, then something catches his eye. Through the window, we see Dottie and Kit with suitcases running for the train. Dottie and Kit running and screaming, "Wait."
I'll say one thing for them. They can run.
Cappy goes out of the car. A conductor joins him. Together, they reach out for the girls. First, they grab Kit and hoist her up. Then they reach for Dottie, but now the train's moving pretty quickly. Dottie lunges, and Cappy and Kit grab her. Dottie is pulled up to the train, panting.
We figure we'll try it.
Train pulls away in the distance. Interior train. Cappy is reading while Kit looks out the window. Dottie is placing personal items neatly around.
When do we get to Chicago?
We got to make a stop first. Fort Collins, Colorado. There's another girl I got to take a look at. I smoke cigars, big cigars. If you don't like it, you can sit somewhere else.
Fine, I will.
She begins gathering up her belongings.
How come you weren't drafted?
They kept me here to boost morale.
Exterior gymnasium, day, a large old-fashioned gymnasium field house. It's raining. A baseball practice is in progress. She's a young woman named Marla. Marla is tomboyish. There's nothing feminine about her. She's not masculine, just no sense of her really being a girl. She's hitting pitched baseballs hard one after another, every one. Pull back to reveal that the pitcher and all the other boys are in, we see the baseball Marla is hitting rattle off walls, gym equipment bleachers. A man about 50, Dave, is watching. Standing with him is Cappy. Behind them, both are very impressed. Dave helps Marla by giving her body English on every swing.
Okay, Marla, Now lefty.
The guys all groan. She goes to the other side of the plate and continues hitting balls hard.
She's your daughter?
Her mom's dead. It's just the two of us.
And a good-looking man like you couldn't remarry?
Coach of the American Legion team said if she was a boy, it took her to the state tournament. And I said if she was a boy, I'd be in New York talking to the Yankees instead of living in this place.
That's enough. Bring her over.
Marla, come here.
Marla comes over and stands before Cappy. She's clearly ill at ease. She doesn't like to be looked at. Her shoulders are up and her eyes are down. Cappy stares at her.
We'll let you know. Let's go.
What's the matter?
I can't use her.
She's great. What's the problem?
Cappy shakes his head.
You know General Omar Bradley?
Yeah.
Well, there's too strong a resemblance.
You mean you ain't taking her because she ain't pretty?
Gee, you're fast. Let's go.
Dave approaches.
Mister, I know my girl ain't ain't so pretty like these girls, but that's my fault. I raised her like I would a boy. I didn't know any better. She loves to play. And don't make my little girl suffer because I messed up racing her. Please.
Let's go.
All three of us?
Yeah. Come on. We got a train to catch.
To the male players.
You guys stink.
Exterior train station day. Cappy, Dottie, and Kit are boarding the train. Marla is saying goodbye to Dave. Her baseball mitt is tied to her suitcase.
Wish you had a decent mitt.
Maybe I better not go.
No. You can relace them. It'll be okay.
No, I mean, who's gonna take care of you, cook for you, and help you take care of the equipment?
Don't worry about me. You're gonna play baseball.
I'm not gonna know anybody.
Marla, nothing's ever gonna happen here. You gotta go where things happen.
I love you, Daddy.
She hugs him tight. He hugs her back.
You coming?
He turns to Cappy and nods.
See, how it works is the train moves, not the station.
She gives her father another hug and dashes on board. Exterior train station. Exterior prairie. Oh, whoa. Interior stadium tunnel day. Dottie, Kit, and Marla unrecognizable in the gloomy darkness of the tunnel. Cappy is with them. The girls emerge into bright sunlight. The stadium towers up before them. They gape at the grandstands. Girls are all over the field. They're all wearing their hometown uniforms. Dottie and Kit are in their dairy uniforms.
Okay, girls, this is it. Harvey Field. Tryouts. Get out there, show them what you got. Don't embarrass me. It's been a thin slice of heaven. Goodbye.
Wait, you're leaving?
Dry those eyes. Yeah, I'm just going home, grab a shave and a shower, give the wife a little pickle tickle, and I'm back out on the road. See ya.
Yeah, but you...
But what? Field, tryouts, play. That's it. All right. Look, let me tell you a story. When I was 18 years old, I wanted to get into baseball in the worst way. I had an uncle who knew a guy in the White Sox organization. I take the trolley out to Comiskey Park before the game, and they let me go out onto the field. I turn around, and there he is, Babe Ruth. I practically faint right there. Then he says to me, "Kid," my heart's pounding through my shirt. He says, "Kid, go get me a hot dog." Well, I'm Johnny on the spot. I jump over the rail and get him a dog, run back with it. Boom, he knocks it down. He says, "Get me another one." 2 hours I'm running back and forth in the heat watching this guy sucking down hot dogs one after the other. All of a sudden he starts to choke, the Babe. I jump up on his back and start kicking him between the shoulders. Ba-bop, ba-bop, ba-bop. Finally, this meat rocket comes flying out of his face and I climb off. See my point?
No.
They were so grateful I got a job in the scouting department. See?
What's that got to do with us?
You This story's about me. Where do you come to be in my story? I just met you. Go, play.
Walks away.
I saved Babe Ruth from gagging on a wiener, and she wants to know what it's got to do with her. The crust on some people. Get a real job.
He exits, leaving the girls alone, confused and speechless. The girls wander out onto the field, joining the mob. A few of the girls are playing catch. A lot of the girls are even completely by themselves. Dottie is stretching her neck as she looks around.
You're doing it.
Dottie realizes and stops. Kit nudges Doris and points to May and Doris. May is smoking a butt, while Doris bounces the bat on her finger.
Yeah, so?
Doris flips the bat upside down, now bouncing by the other end.
And you worked on that how long?
A year, not counting that month that hit me in the head and I was in the hospital.
Really? Your head, not your behind? Because it really looks swollen.
Listen, May, I'm really tired of all this.
They become aware of the others watching them.
What are you looking at?
Nothing.
Are all these girls going to be in the league?
You wish. They're going to have 4 teams, 16 girls on a team.
64 girls.
What are you, a genius?
They've got over 100 girls here, so some of you are going home.
What do you mean, some of us?
Doris fires the ball at them. Dottie catches it bare-handed. May and Doris exchange a look of surprise.
Okay, some of them are going home.
Interior radio station Day. An awful middle-aged Biddy in a hat is seated at a table with a microphone on it. She is reading copy into the microphone.
Careers in higher education are leading to the masculinization of women with enormously dangerous consequences to the home, the children, and our country. When our boys come home from the war, what kind of girls will they be coming home to? And now the most disgusting example of this sexual confusion. Mr. Walter Harvey of the Harvey Bars is presenting us with women's baseball.
Exterior stadium. A full-scale formal tryout is in progress. As we pan the field, we see the girls sprinting and being timed by men with stopwatches. Dottie is in her catcher's gear with several other catchers lined up to throw. She's the best. In another area, a kid is pitching. She's fast but wild. She glances at the men nervously. One of them gives her a pointer. She knows that she's turning her head and loses her target. Kit nods and glances at Dottie, who just has a hint of "I told you so" in her look. Kit follows the coach's advice and does better. Over all this, we hear the Biddy.
Right here in Chicago, young girls plucked from their families are gathered at Harvey Field to see which of them can be the most masculine. Mr. Harvey, like your candy bars, you're completely nuts.
Exterior Harvey Field Day. A secretary is tacking up sheets of paper to a bulletin board. The girls are all gathered in the infield. There's a lot of tension.
Your name will be on one of these 5 lists: Rockford, South Bend, Kenosha, Racine, or Cut. If your name is on the cut list, please see Miss Johnson in the locker room. She'll arrange your transportation home. All right, find your names.
The girls surge forward toward the board. Dottie holds back, acting cooler than the others, as if she's not that interested. Girls begin screaming, some in delight, some in anguish. There's much happy chatter and some moaning. Kit reaches the board. She scans the wall hungrily. She shrieks and bolts to Dottie. She jumps playfully on Dottie, knocking her down. They're both on the ground, Kit sitting on top of her.
You're a what?
A Rockford peach! I made it! I can stay!
Kit.
If my name wasn't up there, I was gonna kill myself. I was.
Kit. Did,
What?
Did you notice if I...
Oh, I got so excited.
Kit runs back to the board where the crowd is starting to thin out. She searches it. She looks surprised. She looks back at Dottie, an amazed look on her face. Dottie goes pale. She's stunned. And she's really feeling bad.
Oh, wait. I keep forgetting. I'm looking for Keller and you're Henson. There you are, Rockford, with me. We're worried for a second, huh?
No.
They both laugh. Exterior Harvey Field Day. Ingo and the girls. They are gathered in 4 groups in front of the dugout. They're very excited. One girl, Shirley, stands alone by the board.
Okay, come on, settle down. We've got a lot to do. Okay, men. Too many years. Ladies, congratulations. You are the first. Honey, Are you supposed to be here or are you on the cut list?
Shirley looks ready to cry.
Look, I'm sorry, but if you're on the cut list, you have to leave the field. We'll arrange for your transportation home.
He doesn't move.
Or you cut.
I don't know.
Just look on the wall.
Shirley stares at the board helplessly. One of the players, Helen Haley, hurries over to Shirley.
Can you read, honey?
Shirley, embarrassed, shakes her head no.
What's your name?
Shirley Baker.
This is you. You're with us. You're at Rockford Beach.
She almost cries in relief. She looks at Charlie for confirmation.
Go join your team.
He runs to the Rockford where we see, among others, Dottie, Marla, May, Doris, and Kit.
As I was saying, congratulations. You are the first members of the All-American Girls Baseball League.
Girls cheer and applaud.
I'm Charlie Collins. I used to play third base for Detroit.
Girls applaud.
I wasn't that good. I'll be managing the racine team when the season starts. After practice today, you all have to get fitted for your uniforms. This is what they're going to look like.
A pretty young lady emerges from the dugout. Proudly and professionally, she minces about in every very un-baseball way, showing it off. The players react in dismay. There's a babble of objections. The uniform is very girlish, including a short skirt.
That's not a baseball uniform.
What are we, ball players or ballerinas?
They expect us to play ball in that?
Others agree more quietly. Others just look nervous.
They're pretty short.
What are you complaining about? I have to squat.
Ira emerges from the dugout. He's very calm, but very firm.
Ladies, if you can't play ball in that, you can't play ball with us. Right now, there are 32 girls getting train tickets home who'll play in a bathing suit if I ask them.
Everyone quiets down.
Well, there's no pockets for my cigarettes.
There's also no smoking and no drinking and no men.
A buzz goes through the girls, but it quiets quickly. May starts to leave. Doris pulls her back.
Get down.
All your social engagements will be cleared through your team chaperones.
Girls look at each other silently.
What's a chaperone?
Plus, each of you will have regular classes at Charm and Beauty School. Every girl in this league will be a lady.
Interior Charm School. We're in modeling studio. A matronly female instructor is walking in, very affected, ultra ladylike way. She's waving her arms swan-like.
Gracefully and grandly, gracefully and grandly.
A line of about 10 girls are following her. It's semi-pitiful. They're trying, but who walks like this? Exterior ballpark. A shortstop dives into the hole to spear a line drive, hitting the ground hard. Interior Charm School. Girls are shakily attempting to walk with boots on their heads. Books on their heads is very hard.
Posture, ladies, posture.
Interior ballpark. A girl makes a headfirst belly flop slide into third base. Interior Charm School. 6 girls in a row, unison sitting, crossing their legs ladylike.
Legs always together. A lady reveals nothing.
Exterior ballpark, a girl in pants rakes in for a fly ball. She slides on her behind, her legs spread in a V. Interior Charm School, an instructor is teaching girls how to sip tea daintily.
Sip, don't slurp.
A girl takes a drink from the dugout water fountain, sloshes around in her mouth, and spits it out on the floor. In Charm School, several girls are standing lined up shoulder to shoulder. They all look uncomfortable. The instructor walks by them one by one. A young woman follows her taking notes.
The hair, soften and shorten. The eyebrows, thin and separate. There should be 2.
She passes several others, Dottie, Kit, Alice, Ellen, Sue.
Very nice, very nice.
She reaches Marla. She stares. What do you suggest?
A lot of night games.
Interior Harvey's trophy room. We open on Jimmy Dugan. He's about 40. He's a little out of shape.
Would you like a drink, Jimmy?
Harvey pushes a button and door slides out, revealing a bar with bartender uniform. Jimmy is amazed. The sight of this makes him thirsty.
This is Pee-wee. He's a big fan of yours, Jimmy. You were his favorite player.
Oh, thank you, Pee-wee.
Get you something, Mr. Dugan?
No, thanks.
Pee-wee and I are old friends. We came out from New York together when we had nothing. I was supposed to work for him. Life.
Harvey pushes the button, the door slide closed.
Can he breathe in there?
Apparently, let's go outside.
Goodbye, Pee-wee.
Bye, Mr. Dugan.
Exterior mansion, they pass a man clipping the hedges.
Another old friend.
Harvey waves at somebody and go on two elderly people in wheelchairs playing croquet. They wave back.
My in-laws, I'm thinking of giving you another managing job.
Mr. Harvey, I'll do a much better job this time.
You kind of let me down in that San Antonio job.
I realize that, sir. I had no right to sell off the team's equipment, and I freely admit that.
Let me be blunt. Are you still a fall-down drunk?
That is blunt, sir. No, I've quit drinking.
You've seen the error of your ways.
No, sir, I just can't afford it.
It's funny to you. Your drinking is funny. You're a young man, Jimmy. You could have still been playing if you just would have laid off the booze.
That isn't exactly true. I hurt my knee. That was what really...
You fell out of a hotel. That's how you hurt it.
There was a fire.
Which you started, which I had to pay for.
Well, I mean, it wasn't that great a hotel, sir. I mean, there were never enough towels, and the soap had an odor that...
I want you to manage one of the new girls' baseball teams.
I'd rather have Pee-wee's job.
You couldn't do Pee-wee's job. You're still a name. You step out of the dugout before each game, wave your little hat in the air, give people a thrill.
Why don't we get an organ grinder and I can also dance?
That's up to you, if your knees are up to it.
Mr. Harvey, I hit 487 home runs for your club, plus 3 in the World Series.
I know. That's why you're getting this job. Take it or leave it.
Interior locker room day. We open on a close-up of a uniform shirt. It reads Rockford Peaches. Pull back to reveal that it's Dottie's shirt. There are about 16 girls in the room, all in Rockford uniforms. They are anxiously waiting for something. One girl is running her fingernails over a bar of soap.
I wish my mother was here to see this.
Oh, when does she get out?
It's almost game time. Where is he?
I can't wait to meet him. I was listening to the radio when he hit that home run off Hubble to win the pennant. I'm going to get him to sign my husband's baseball card.
She shows the card. Helen reaches for it.
Careful. Anything happens to this card, George will come all the way back from the Pacific and kill me.
Marla is sitting on a stool, trance-like, staring at her glove.
New glove, Marla?
My dad sent it.
It's a beauty.
Must have cost him a week's pay.
Kit puts her arm around her. Suddenly, the locker room door smashes open. All heads turn. Jimmy is revealed in the doorway. He's got a little buzz on. He looks around the room with malice. The girls are unnerved. Slowly, deliberately crosses through the room without speaking. They all just watch. He opens the door, revealing a toilet. With his back to us and the girls, we see him undo his fly. He doesn't shut the door. He begins to pee. We hear it. It goes on and on. It is the world's longest pee. Call Guinness. The girls just watch and listen blankly. He stops. Then a second later, he starts again. Finally, he's done. He flushes and zips up. Betty steps up.
Mr. Dugan, would you sign my card?
Without changing stride or expression, he takes her card, tears it in half, and gives it back to her. He exits. There, a moment of silence.
Boy, that was some good peeing.
What do we do? He didn't give us a lineup.
Can't play without a lineup.
The girls in a babble begin to choose the lineup.
Who's gonna give us a lineup?
Kid is in the middle of it, asking everyone who'll listen as to who's to pitch. Someone asks, why wouldn't Betty pitch? The various arguments are becoming heated. Dottie watches this, concerned.
Hey, come on. How hard can it be to make a lineup?
Noise stops. They all stare at her.
All right, Oregon, you do it.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Maybe George won't notice?
All right. May, center field, lead off.
She's good.
Doris at third, I'll catch. Marla, second base, clean up. Helen at first, Ellen Sue at short. Evelyn in right, Shirly in left, and pitcher is...
Dottie looks at Betty, then at Kid. Kid's about to burst.
Kit. Simple signs, bunt, steal, take.
This is steal? I thought this was double.
Well, come on, let's go.
Some confidence restored, the girls head out of the locker room. Dottie gets her catcher's gear. Alice and Ellen Sue pass.
How comes kids pitching instead of Betty?
Dottie's sister.
You see that? I made a lineup.
Swell.
They exit. Exterior Rockford Ballpark Day. Rockford versus South Bend. There's a small crowd in the stand. In the front row is Ira. He looks around checking the house. He's not delighted. Jimmy steps out of the dugout and plays his part. He waves to the crowd. They cheer. He's smiling broadly.
This is bullshit. I'd like each and every one of you to kiss my ass. That's right. Kiss my big, hairy ass.
He waves again.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the first ever game of the All-American Girls Baseball League, the South Bend Blue Sox against your own Rockford Peaches.
Girls take the field. There's some applause, laughter, and wolf whistling. In the dugout, Jimmy shakes his head in disgust. A guy in the stand rolls his pants up over his knees and begins mincing around.
Look at me. I'm a ball player. Better look out. I'll break a nail.
Ellen Sue takes a warm-up grounder at shortstop. She fires across the infield wide at first. The throw goes into the stands, hitting the fan in the chest. He moans and crumples to the ground.
It slipped.
Jimmy is impressed. Exterior ballpark later. Dottie is up. She belts the first pitch out of the park. As Dottie circles the bases, she looks up at the cheering crowd. She smiles. She's enjoying the moment. Exterior ballpark. It's getting darker. Kit out on the mound. She is tired. She fires a pitch. Batter swings high. Misses, and Kit leaps in the air ecstatic. The game is over. Dottie rushes out to see her, and Kit is the happiest she's ever been. Kit loves it. The girls on the other team were all congratulating each other. Crowd applauds more respectfully than they thought the game was pretty good. The girls gather up their gear and go. Jimmy is still sitting. Ira joins him in the dugout.
Nice piece of coaching, Jimmy. I especially liked that move in the 5th inning where you scratched your balls for an hour.
Anything worth doing is worth doing right.
Yeah, until you did that, I couldn't tell if you were drunk or dead.
Like, it was made very clear to me why I'm here. Smile and wave my little hat. I did it. When do I get paid?
Look, Jimmy, it's the uniforms and the publicity that'll get people to come. But it'll have to be the baseball that gets them to come back. Now, you've got some pretty good ball players here, and if you just...
Ball players? I haven't got any ball players. I got girls. Girls are what we sleep with after the game, not what we coach during the game.
Listen, if we paid you more, could you be any more disgusting?
Well, I could certainly use the money.
Newsreel footage, early 1940s. Title card, Diamond Girls. Then footage of girls pouring out the dugout runway, the field one by one. They all look happy, but a little camera shy.
They find them everywhere, north, east, south, and west, and even Canada. Players for the new All-American Girls Baseball League. After the first month of the league play, the shine still isn't off these diamond gals. You know, Rosie isn't just riveting anymore, although some of these girls are pretty riveting. Alice Skeeter Gasper says legging out a triple is no reason to let your nose get shiny. Betty Grable has nothing on these gals. Helen Haley has not only been a member of several championship amateur teams, she's also an accomplished coffee maker. Betty Horn enjoys cooking spaghetti and knitting. Her teammates call her Betty Spaghetti. Ellen Sue Gottlander is a former Miss Georgia. Yow. Some of the girls, like pretty Dottie Henson, even have husbands. And there's her kid sister Kit. Enough concentrated oomph for a whole carload of Hollywood starlets. And how about Marla Hooch? What a hitter. What a league. But girls playing baseball? Hey, I'm convinced.
Interior dugout, Rockford Ballpark Day, Rockford versus Kenosha. Jimmy is asleep in the dugout. The girls are moving past him, chattering and gathering up equipment. Evelyn stands up by him nervously.
Mr. Dugan? Mr. Dugan!
What, game time? Oh, say, can you see?
The game's over. We won.
Oh, good coaching. That's the secret. Oop, something's got me.
I'm Evelyn Gardner. I play left field for us.
See, I just spoke to my husband and he says I can't leave our son with him anymore. He says he's too busy reading the warn ads and I should just take him with me and shut up about it. So can I take my son with me on road trips?
Ball players.
He spits a lot of tobacco juice and exits, adjusting his shorts.
Can't borrow these. You got to buy your own.
Well, he's just the sweetest little boy. Everybody's just gonna love him.
Interior bus day. The team is riding down the road. A 6-year-old boy, Stillwell, is running down the aisle screaming annoyingly. He's wearing a little short pants. He's got a stick and he runs up the aisle. He hits all the girls in the back of the head with the stick.
God damn it, Evelyn. Get a hold of that little porker before I throw him out the window.
Stillwell, Angel.
Suddenly the bus lurches. The girls all pitch around. Luggage and personal items fly around. Stillwell has his hands over the driver's eyes. The bus goes off the road and stops. The driver stands up.
That's it. I've had it. This isn't a kid. It's a monkey with dimples. I quit.
Driver stalks off. Cuthbert hurries after him.
Mr. Gusatelli, wait, the girls have a game.
May, wielding a bat, chases after Stillwell. He runs off the bus. Doris, Evelyn, Dottie, and Kit follow them off.
I'm sorry, Evelyn, but I'm gonna have to kill your son.
Exterior bus day. May chases Stillwell around the bus. Doris chases May.
Hey, are you crazy? That's my bat. Use Marla's, it's heavier.
Evelyn, why is he so wild?
I don't know. Here, Stillwell, Angel, have another chocolate bar.
Very big chocolate bar. Stillwell grabs it. He already has chocolate on his mouth. His eyes widen. He's on a sugar high.
Not the wrapper, honey. He's really a sweetie.
Evelyn leads
Yeah.
Stillwell back to the bus.
I hope I have 5 just like him.
Look, a white horse. It means base hits. Do this.
She licks her hand and slaps her palm.
Hey, you can spit all over me.
That's not going to mean anything if we don't get out of here.
Whatever are we going to do?
Well, let's ask Jimmy. He's always on top of things.
Doris walks down the bus. Jimmy is seen. He's asleep with his face pressed up against the bus window. He looks absurd.
Well, we have to do something. I don't think Lou is coming back.
The road. Miss Cuthbert is down the road with Lou. He's screaming at her. He picks up a handful of dirt from the road and throws it in her face.
Really? You don't think he's coming back?
What are we going to do? We got a game.
I'll tell you what we're going to do. Tonight, like we talked about, we're going out.
Are you talking men?
Talking?
Where are you going?
A roadhouse called the Suds Bucket.
Sounds lovely.
Wanna come?
No, I can't. You know I'm married. How can I? Wait a second. What about Miss Cuthbert?
Angle on Miss Cuthbert. She's walking back to the bus.
How are you gonna get past her?
May's gonna poison her dinner.
What?
Not fatally, but she won't stop throwing up till the war's over.
Not necessarily this war.
Well, nothing like a good poisoning to spice up a road trip. Kit, could I speak to you?
It's in trouble. It's in trouble.
Dottie leads Kit away from the bus on the roadside.
Come on, Dottie. You're making me look like the team baby. They already think I'm just here because I'm the star's sister.
You do not.
Do so. They think I'm just some...
Kit, I'm not treating you like a baby. I'm just not sure you should be going out with May.
Why not? She's fun.
I heard from some of the girls that May's gone all the way.
Kit is shocked and voluntarily she looks over at May. May is doing a headstand next to the bus.
So I'm standing like this and his wife walks in.
The girls react shocked. Angle on Dottie and Kit. Dottie nods grimly.
So?
No!
Angle on Miss Cuthbert. She returns to the bus upset and covered with dust.
Mr. Gusatelli shan't be returning.
Climbs in the bus. Girls follow her inside. Interior bus. Miss Cuthbert walks down the aisle. Angle on Jimmy still asleep with a bottle. Cuthbert approaches him cautiously. She pokes him. She leans her face right next to his.
Mr. Dugan,
What is it, baby? You want some more?
He gives her a big open-mouthed kiss, then opens his eyes. They both stare at each other for a second. They both scream.
Ah!
He takes a drink out of his bottle, then spits it out the window.
What happened? Why are we stopped? Who's Lou?
Lou
Shit,
quit.
I'll drive. Get back on the bus, girls. We've got a game to play.
Jimmy gets up and heads for the front of the bus.
Mr. Dugan, I don't think you're in any condition to operate this conveyance.
Fine, then we'll just sit here till moss grows out your ass. Shouldn't be long. I loved you in The Wizard of Oz.
Exterior racing ballpark night. May is up. She belts the ball up the alley and takes off. The racing outfielders chase it while the crowd screams. It's a small crowd. May turns her second and heads for third. They relay the ball in. May slides in safely with a triple.
Way to go, May. That's it, girls. Dirt in the skirt. Dirt in the skirt.
Jimmy is reading a newspaper. He's reading the comic page. He laughs. Dottie wearing cards is flashing a complicated series of signals to Marla. Who's the next batter? Jimmy glances up at Dottie, then at Marla.
What are you, stupid?
Oh, we making too much noise, Jimmy? We wake you up?
You're gonna squeeze bunt with your best hitter. What's our sign to swing away? Hey, you blonde girl, what's the sign?
The letters, but the infield's deep. A squeeze will work.
Stop thinking with your tits. You want a big inning here.
Dottie stares out a moment, then turns toward the fielder and repeats her signal. Angle on Marla, she's watching the dugout confused. She doesn't know what to do.
Batter up.
Wait. Jimmy and Dottie are furiously flashing opposite sides. Jimmy is getting angry.
Hey, I'm the goddamn manager.
Well, then act like it, you big lush.
Jimmy stares at her a moment, then flashes his sign again. Angle on Marla, she swings and smacks a base hit. Jimmy claps his hands.
All right, way to go. Whatever the hell your name is. Still don't think you're ball players.
He gives more signals. Interior hotel room night. Miss Cuthbert is lying face down in her bed, moaning. Jimmy, Iris, and the doctor are standing nearby.
In the 43 years I've been practicing medicine, I've never seen a woman throw up so much.
And maybe that's what she does to entertain herself.
Jimmy glances out the window. He sees several of the girls climbing down the fire escape. He's amused by this. Miss Cuthbert moans again. Jimmy reaches and pulls her head back up by her hair.
Can I get you something, Mrs. Cuthbert?
Whoa.
A couple of big, greasy cheeseburgers.
Whoa.
I'll take that as a yes. Mustard, mayo, relish. How about some chili?
There's this bucket night. It's tacky. It's out on the road by itself with cars and pickup trucks. Music plays loudly from inside. It's loud, smoky, and beery. A band plays in the background. It's a jitterbug. At a table get Doris and Helen with three young guys. They are watching May and a guy jitterbug. May is really swinging. Everyone is watching. The dance ends. May and her partner joins the others. There are 1,000 empty beer bottles on the table. Doris and Alice, Kid is watching the other girls make out. She's a little nervous. Her guy is named Steve.
I got my truck parked outside.
Good place for it.
You want to come out and see it?
I've seen a truck.
Well, maybe I have something you haven't seen.
He kisses her cheek. She shifts uncomfortably.
I got a pitch tomorrow.
Oh, come on. You're not really a ball player. Cute little thing like you.
I'm a pitcher. I'm a good pitcher.
Oh, how about pitching it to me?
What do you mean?
Angle on May and her guy kissing.
Is that your tongue or a belt?
Hey, Willie, can I have that bat you keep behind the bar?
Are you kidding?
Well, what do you say? If you can't strike me out, we go out to the truck.
She hesitates and smiles. She likes him.
Go ahead, kid. You got nothing to lose.
You're thinking of yourself, May. She probably does.
Okay.
They get up and head to the opposite end of the room. Willie throws Steve a bat. He spits on his hands and takes his stance. He looks pretty good. Willie takes a memento baseball off a shelf off the bar and throws it to Kid. Everyone clears the middle of the room. There's a lot of noise and laughter. Kid is smiling. Her teammates are cheering her on. The men are cheering for Steve. Kid winds up and throws very hard. Steve swings and misses at the ball. Crashes loudly against the wooden wall. Steve looks surprised at Kit's speed. People cheer. Some ridicule Steve in a good-natured way. Steve, smiling, shakes his head and steps back in. Kit's having fun. She pitches again, very fast. Steve swings and misses. A loud reaction. Steve is disencouraged now. He's still smiling, but he's losing hope. May slides up to Kit.
You sure you want to strike this guy out?
What do you mean?
I mean, what did you come out here for? Lob one into him.
Kit looks in at Steve. He's taking off his shirt, revealing his sleeveless undershirt.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's the shirt's fault.
He's well built. He loosens his shoulders. His friend turns him on. Kit ponders. He smiles. Kit prepares a pitch. She has an embarrassed smile on her face. She seems to decide something and she laughs. She winds up. A hand grabs her arm so that the ball drops to the floor. Everyone gets quiet. We reveal that is Jimmy, who has grabbed her arm. Kit is surprised to see him.
Maybe this is a decision you should make with a few less beers in you. Maybe not.
He lets her go and walks away. Kit tries to decide what to do. The car pulls up. It's driven by a 13-year-old boy who is smoking a cigarette. Dottie is next to him. She's wearing a long coat.
Thanks for the ride.
Sure thing, doll body. What do you say we slip into the back seat and you make a man out of me?
What do you say I smack you around a while?
Can't we do both?
Interior suds bucket. Kit winds up and drills a third strike past Steve. The crowd hoots at Steve. Kit gives him a little smile and a shrug, and Steve shrugs and puts his shirt back on. Aw. The crowd disappears. The band resumes, including the girl singer. Now it's a slow tune.
Dance?
Sure.
They dance. Angle on Jimmy.
Hey, you want to settle up, Jimmy?
Sure.
Bartender hands him his bill. Jimmy looks at it.
Did I break something?
Dottie rushes in and right up to where Kit's dancing.
We're in big trouble.
You killed her. You killed Miss Cuthbert.
No.
We'll bury her. I know a guy.
No, it's Lowenstein. He's coming out here. We're all going to get thrown out of the league.
Does he know we're here?
He suspects. They ran a bed check. They were all over the hotel. I told him you were all taking a shower.
Oh, quick thinking.
Hey, I did the best I could. I had to throw my coat on over my nightgown and hitch a ride with a 12-year-old pervert.
Let's make like a bread truck and haul buns.
Is this all of you? Marla didn't come?
She came.
Yeah.
Where is she?
There.
Angle on the bandstand. Marla, in a dress, is singing It Had to Be You in a deep, 30s, sexy voice. A farmer in his 30s is in her thrall. He sits there staring at her, entranced, his mouth slightly open. His name is Nelson. Angle back on the girls. Dottie stares in disbelief. Marla continues to sing.
What did you do to her?
And we gave her a dress.
And a lot of liquor.
Go out back. I'll get Marla.
Girls rush out the back door. Angle on Jimmy watching. He was amused. Kit stops on her way out.
Thanks, Dottie.
Kit exit. Dottie runs up to the bandstand and grabs Marla.
Marla, come on. We gotta go.
I'm singing to Nelson. Ain't I, baby?
You sure are.
Come on. Let's go.
He starts to lead Marla away.
No.
I can take her home. It'd be an honor.
No, thanks. She'd better just...
Dottie tugs on Marla. Marla stumbles and the falling down pulls Dottie's coat off, revealing her nightgown. Angle on Jimmy. Taking note of Dottie's shape. Just then, the door opens and Ira Lowenstein enters. Dottie sees him and freezes, while Marla struggles back to her feet. Ira goes up to the bar. Dottie is frozen. She doesn't know what to do. Ira takes off his glasses to clean them. As he does, he turns around and stares right at Dottie. He squints. He begins to put his glasses back on. As he does, Jimmy appears behind him, and in a move, beautiful for its subtlety, he gives Ira a gentle backhanded rap on the head with a whiskey bottle. Ira, stunned, staggers, goes down unconscious. No one but Dottie was able to detect what Jimmy did. He stares at him, shocked.
What else was I gonna do? I got a double header tomorrow. No goddamn catcher.
During the dialogue, Jimmy removes Ira's wallet and uses Ira's money to pay his bar tab.
I'd go home if I were you. This place is just for big lushes.
What are you going to tell him when he wakes up?
Well, I'll bring him back to the hotel, dump him in bed with Miss Cuthbert. I don't think there'll be any questions.
Jimmy hoists Ira over his shoulder. Dottie rushes out, passing Marla and Nelson, who are slow dancing as Marla sings quietly to him. The song ends and they gaze at each other adoringly.
I make cheese.
Exterior racing ballpark day. The crowd is sparse. Pizzas are gazing around the empty seats. Jimmy strolls by.
Nice crowd. They can all share a soda.
People better start showing up. You don't have fans. You don't have a league. Why, when we had the beauty pageants in Atlanta, I'd twirl my flaming batons.
Oh, please, not this story again.
Lowenstein enters alone.
Ladies, there was a reporter and a photographer in the stands from Life magazine.
Don't waste your time.
Dottie, I'm trying to get them to do a story about you.
Why me?
Yeah, why her?
Why? Because you're Queen of Diamonds. That's what I'm calling you.
Dottie seems embarrassed. May and Doris seem annoyed. Kit jumps in eagerly.
Did you tell him anything about me?
I sure did. I told them how at first the scouts didn't even want you, but how Dottie wouldn't come without her sister. Oh, they loved it.
Kit's smile disappears. Iris starts to go, hesitates, then speaks to the girls.
Look, girls, anyone, try to give these guys something spectacular out there. I don't know, anything.
What's the matter?
We're not doing well. I don't know, maybe it's my fault. I just can't seem to sell this to Harvey and the other owners. They feel they made a mistake. They're talking about closing you down.
What?
No.
They're businessmen. No profit, no product.
Hey, what am I supposed to do, huh? Like, go back to taxi dancing? 2 cents so some slob can sweat gin on me? I'm never doing that again. You tell old rich Mr. Chocolate Man he ain't closing me down.
Yeah, how can he stop us from playing? Can he stop us from playing?
Girls yell, we want to play.
I'm sorry.
Let us play.
I'm trying my best. Just give it everything you got.
We always do.
I know. Give it more than everything you've got.
He leaves. Girls look at each other worried.
What are we gonna do?
What if, a key moment, my uniform just bust open and oops, my bosoms comes flying out? That might draw a crowd.
You mean the men in this country who haven't seen your bosoms?
I thought fat people were jolly.
All right, let's go, girls. Dozens of people are waiting for the game to start.
Girls grab their mitts and head out to field. Exterior ballpark day. A ground ball is hit up the middle. Marla makes a diving backhand stop and throws out the runner. There's a thin applause.
Two out.
Angle on Dottie. She looks up and around at the small crowd. She's concerned. She spots the photographer and reporter. They look bored. She goes back behind the plate. The next batter hits a high foul ball. Dottie flings off her mask and follows. She settles underneath it. As the ball comes down, she does a split and catches it. The crowd screams and live photographer takes the shot. Angle on Kit, staring incredulously. Angle on Jimmy in the dugout with his mouth open. A few young guys are whooping it up. One of them copies Dottie split in the aisle. He hurts himself. His friends laugh. Players enter dugout.
What the hell was that?
I don't know. Just thought it might help the league.
Shit.
Montage. Are we at 73? Wait.
No.
Okay. Montage. Under big band music, we see the following. Life magazine cover of Dottie's split. Kenosha Ballpark, Dottie smashing out a line drive. It becomes a newspaper photo on the headline, The Bells of the Ball Game. Rockford Park, sign on the scoreboard. It says, catch a foul, get a kiss. A shot of men in the stands fighting violently to catch it as Ellen Sue poses coquettishly at the plate. Music fades. Exterior church. Marla in the wedding dress and Nelson exit with other players, pelting them with rice. Jimmy is there. Ira is directing photographers.
I have a special wedding gift from the owners of the league. Marla has been traded to the Racine team so she can be near her husband and his very successful cheese business.
Applause. She throws her bouquet. Doris lunges for it. Marla and Nelson embrace and run into a car. They drive away. There are balls and spike shoes attached to the rear bumper. Music up. Kenosha Ballpark. Dottie again chases a foul pop. At the last moment, she turns around and catches the ball behind her back. Angle on the stands. Ira stands and smiling broadly, claps his hands. He loves it. Gurneys are set up in the infield and the girls are giving blood to army nurses. On a fly ball, this becomes a newspaper photo under the headline, Glamour Girls of Big League Ball in the sporting news. A crowd show. There are more people having more fun. In a hotel room, once again, Miss Cuthburt is ill in bed, attended by a doctor. Another roadhouse. The girls are dancing and having a ball. The Keller farmhouse. Molly is reading Life magazine with Dottie on the cover. Bill, as he crosses, sneaks a glance at it. When Molly looks up, he passes on as if he wasn't interested. On the bus, May in the back seat is hanging out with a bus window, smoking. Girls around her keep an eye on Miss Cuthbert. May goes back in. She passes the butt. The next girl leans out to smoke. She comes back in and hands the butt to Kit. Kit's about to lean in when the butt is pulled from her hand. She looks up and sees Dottie holding it. Dottie is angry. Kit is embarrassed. She yells. Dottie yells back. Miss Cuthbert turns around. They all smile. Miss Cuthbert faces front again. They go back to fighting. Kit fielding a line drive, hit back at her head. This becomes a newspaper photo under the headline, these gals play for keeps. Crowd shots, exterior, oh my God. Music said, Rockford girls are coming out of the infield. Jimmy confronts Evelyn as she reaches the dugout.
Evelyn, let me ask you something. You got a moment? Which team are you on?
I'm a peach.
No, I'm curious. What are you throwing a home for with a 2-run lead? You let the tying run move to second, and we just lost the lead thanks to you. Use your head next time. That's the lump 3 feet above your ass.
He starts to walk away, but Evelyn bursts. He starts to walk away, but Evelyn bursts into tears. Jimmy stops. He can't believe it.
Crying? There's crying. There's no crying in baseball. No crying. When Roger Hornsby was my manager, he once called me a talking pile of pig shit. And that was in front of my parents who had driven down from Michigan. Did I cry? No, there's no crying in baseball.
Empire approaches dugout.
What's the matter, Jimmy?
He's crying.
Well, perhaps you chastised her too vehemently. Good rule of thumb. Treat each of these girls as you would treat your mother.
Anybody ever tell you you look like a penis with a little hat on?
You're out of here.
Girls applaud. Music swells again over the following. Rockford Ballpark. Dottie chases a foul pop. She dives into the stand. She comes out holding the ball in her glove and a hot dog in her bare hand. She takes a bite. Crowd loves it. Close up of money. It puts into an envelope marked David Hooch, Fort Collins, Colorado. Pull back to reveal Marla licking the envelope shut. Kenosha Ballpark. Kit and Dottie are on the mound arguing. A beach, the girls in bathing suits are frolicking in the surf, having a ball. A few muscular young guys are tossing Kit up and down in a blanket. Miss Cuthbert tries to make them stop. Rockford Ballpark. Dottie is batting with the bases loaded. She hits a home run. All 4 girls, Dottie, Kit, May, Doris, do the gracefully and grandly walk around the bases. The girls in the dugout crack up. Same beach. The boys are now tossing Mrs. Cuthbert up and down in the blanket while the girls laugh. Rockford Ballpark. A big crowd whooping it up. Ellen Sue is laying out a triple. A man in the third base boxes stands and screams.
Slide! Slide!
He slides. He can see up her dress.
Thank you!
Music rises up again. Locker room. Alice is on the trainer's table. She hikes up her skirt, revealing a painful-looking strawberry on her thigh. Jimmy sees this and winces. Helen is with her, applying a bandage to Alice's leg. New ballpark. An opposing catcher waits for a throw as Kit tries to score. The catcher gets the ball and turns to her left, but Kit slides below her and behind her and is safe. Now as a catcher has her back to the field, Dottie races back in behind her and slides in safely before she can turn around. It's a full house. They stand and cheer. Iris stands. He's beaming. Bus by daylight drives past. Racing ballpark. Kit pitches. Batter connects and runners start moving. Dottie stands up and prepares for a play at the plate. Get it in. Angle on the field. A big girl is heading for the plate. Dottie braces herself. Throw comes in. An instant later, the runner crashes into Dottie, who goes flying. She rolls over and holds up the ball.
You're out.
Dottie spikes the ball hard, picks up her mask, and heads for the dugout. She's limping. May runs on by the dugout and slaps her on the back supportively.
Nice play, Showboat.
Dottie nods. She reaches the dugout and shit. She's sweaty and beat up. She almost looks like she lost her equipment. One of the girls hand her a cup of water. When wiping dirt and sweat off of her face, she looks forward to catch her breath and watch the game. Angle on Jimmy. He stares at her. He seems to be trying to figure something out. He walks over and sits down next to her. He takes up his chewing tobacco and stares down some more at her. Then...
Want some?
That?
A lot of ball players use it.
Stares at him, gets the feeling of importance of what he's saying. We see a little bit of pride in her face.
Sure.
She takes a little bit. She puts a wad in her mouth. She puts it in her mouth, following his lead. They both turn to watch the game, and each leaning forward, 2 of a kind, watching and chewing. Exterior bus night. In a long shot, the team bus road rolls on, empirically, heat, lightning flashes in the sky. It's quiet and dimly lit. Some girls are sleeping, some are talking quietly. Angle on Dottie and Jimmy. Jimmy is looking at a snapshot.
Good looking. What's he do when he's not in the army?
He's assistant manager at the dairy. He'll be manager someday. He's real smart.
Good looking and smart. Yeah, there are so few of us. Where'd you say he was? Italy?
Yeah, I think. I haven't got a letter from him for 3 weeks now. I used to get one every week.
Yeah, well, that doesn't mean anything. You know, you're in combat. There's not a mailbox on every corner. Besides, if anything happened to him, you would have gotten one of those telegrams.
Those.
He's fine.
Returns the snapshot.
After he comes back, are you going to keep playing?
Oh, no.
Really? You're just going to...
Well, sure. I'm going to go home with Bob. We're going to start our life, get our own place, just the two of us, until I get, until I have a...
Yeah, I know. Does he know how good you are?
Bob?
No, Hitler. Yeah, Bob.
How good am I?
You stink. You're the best player in this league. You don't know that?
Well...
You could really just leave it?
Sure.
Huh. Because you play like you love it.
No, I don't... You ever married Jimmy?
Let me think. Yeah, 2 times.
Any children?
Yeah, one of them was.
How come you're not in the army?
I got no cartilage.
What?
I got no cartilage in my knees. What the hell do you need cartilage for to fight Nazis? You just need a finger to pull the trigger, right? How'd I get so useless so fast?
Camera